Chances are, if you're like me, you've seen this picture of Japan 1,000 times and assumed it was in a super remote, inaccessible place impossible to reach. But a few days ago, a new hostel friend we made in Hiroshima told us it was actually just a hop and a skip away. So that's where we're heading today, the island of Miyajima, one of the 3 most scenic places in all of Japan. Literally just got off the tram, stored our luggage in the coin lockers, used our cards to get on this ferry. It departs every 10 minutes. I don't know, this might be the most beautiful ferry ride we've ever been on. We can see the Torii gate from the water. It's high tide and it is absolutely beautiful. That ferry ride was incredible, super fast. I kind of wanted it to go longer. Deer!
We're here on a Saturday, so it's pretty busy today. This is a very popular tourist spot. It's only like a 30-minute train ride plus a 10-minute ferry ride from Hiroshima. And it's just so beautiful. This area right off of the ferry port is very busy. See lots of little shops, lots of little like handcraft stuff. It's great, and most of it's pretty affordable.
This little guy just came over here. I'm sorry, I don't have any food for you. She probably smells the bread in my backpack. I had read that Miyajima had a lot of deer here, that they're so kind and gentle. Stay here and hang out with the deer all day. And just as we were about to go find the world famous Torii gate, Josh suddenly remembered something.
I remember coming here, I think, a long time ago and drinking 1,000-year-old tea at the top of the highest mountain on, I think, this island. Not 100% sure. It's a smoky room with this kettle in the middle of it, and it's got this 1,000-year-old tea, and it's just such a cool experience. The only problem is I can't remember where it is.
So begins another one of our quests.
I remember the hike being like super vertical and really, really long, so we should probably get some breakfast before we start our way up. Grilled oysters?
This is a fish cake. I saw a lot of people carrying it around and it was spinning on a wheel, and I thought, why not? It was 300 yen, so about $2. And it's filled with conger eel, which apparently is the Miyajima local specialty. The outside is crispy and has like a grilled texture and taste. Inside is soft, chewy, but it's not too fishy. It's a great protein, high protein breakfast, and I'm ready for my hike now.
I don't know, the maple cake thing, there's a lot of people that are like pressing stuff into maple-shaped cake things, including this one over here, and they're all super popular. It doesn't seem like the best breakfast, but I'm gonna get one anyway. Sweet and delicious. Almond chocolate. It was playing like Snoop Dogg as it was rolling down the road. And this.
Apparently another thing that Miyajima is known for is oysters. I don't think that I can have oysters just yet. It's a little bit too early for that for a hike, but after the hike for sure. Ooh, bows. Ah, I see you found the mountain that you were looking for.
This is the mountain I was looking for. So I find a place that sells both chicken and oysters, so I figure, why not both? Oh yeah. I'm not normally a seafood for breakfast guy, which I know heavily limits the amount of options that I have for breakfast here in Japan, but it's pretty good. Probably because it's deep fried.
Then, there in the distance, there it was. It's incredible. It's so incredible to see it in real life.
So this right here is the famous floating Torii gate, which is the symbol of this entire island. During high tide, like it is right now, it just kind of looks like it's just floating in the water, and then during low tide, you can actually walk straight up into the temple where all this water is. It's just beautiful and iconic.
This island has been such an island of surprises, such great surprises. I mean, the deer, the beautiful streets, the food, and everyone's been so friendly. It's such a mystical sacred feeling island, and we haven't even started our hike up the mountain yet. Okay, now we can start our hike and our quest up the mountain to find some 1,000-year-old tea.
I don't think this is the temple. We're definitely not nearly high enough, but it seems pretty cool. Whoa!
I think it's gonna take us a lot longer to get to the mountain, mostly because I want to stop everywhere.
We're just starting the long hike up. Pretty much everybody else was going to the ropeway, which was over there, which honestly seems like the smarter option to get to the top of this thing, but you know how we do.
Gotta choose the hard way. I see people with hiking sticks and deer, so this must be the right way.
The fall colors are really coming in today. That's beautiful.
So we're in this garden area where there are just like hundreds and hundreds of statues, and they each have different facial emotions and structures. Every single one of them is unique. Apparently they have scarves and hats on their heads because they're knitted by the locals here to keep them warm. It's pretty cute. I think there's a full-on concert happening right now at the Daisho temple. We didn't find 1,000-year-old tea here, but we did enjoy the drum solos.
I noticed people as they were walking that the thing to do is to spin these things, and when we looked into them a little bit more, it looks like it's blessings for good luck and for other good things in your life. And by spinning them, you get a little bit of that blessing magic.
Apparently by walking up or walking down and touching these with your hands, you are essentially reading and taking in all these blessings, which works out for us because we can't read the characters.
Wow. So this is one of the temples underneath the temple. Hundreds of lanterns on the ceiling, as well as all these little Buddha statues. And what I think I read is that this is supposed to represent the 88 shrine pilgrimage hike that goes all the way around Shikoku.
I think we truly underestimated how much time we would spend here at the temple. So much character, and no matter what your religious beliefs are or aren't, this place is truly something. Stopping here was definitely part of the quest, but we had to keep going. I think this is it?
To be honest, it could be anywhere, but I remember being really high up, so I think as long as we keep going up, we'll be going in the right direction.
Why is it that whenever we're about to start a hike, it looks like it's gonna rain?
Jeans were the wrong choice. This is starting to look familiar.
Wow, this is such an incredible, beautiful hike. I admittedly had been kind of craving nature after being in all the high-action metropolitan cities that we've been traveling through. Oh man. This is filling that craving. And everyone's so friendly. This is the first place that, as we've walked around, people have been saying hello. Just as soon as it got familiar, it started to get really unfamiliar.
Oh.
What?
Fork in the road.
What?
So do you want to go to
Venomous snakes?
Shiratotaki with the venomous snakes? Or do you want to continue up the... I don't remember.
What's Shiratona?
I don't know.
I think it's this way.
You're just saying that because you don't want to go to the venomous snakes.
Do you want to go where the venomous snakes are?
We haven't seen anybody else for a concerningly long amount of time. Which way?
This way.
Maybe it's just because I'm getting tired, but this stuff is starting to look less and less familiar. This has been like an hour and a half just straight of steps. Non-stop.
So where's the tea house?
I think somewhere in here, maybe? I don't know for sure.
We just kept wandering, aimlessly. Until we met this friendly, four-legged guide.
Deer up here.
Oh, really?
This has to be a sign, right? We're going in the right direction. I think I found it. This is it. This is it. Oh.
So we're inside Ricado Hall now, which is where the eternal flame was first lit. It said that this flame was first lit by the man who came up the mountain 1,200 years ago. And this water has been simmering in that cauldron for this long. And it's supposed to have healing powers. Anyone who comes is welcome to take some from this cauldron and drink from it. As long as you cover the top, as we learned. It's almost got a mint flavor. It's nice and warm. It's not too hot. I was expecting it to be like piping hot. And it has like a tea flavor. I don't know what though. It's not just hot water. It feels really nice. After a long hike, you'd be surprised. So this eternal flame that was lit 1,000 years ago was used to start the flame of peace that lives at the Memorial Park, or the Peace Memorial Park in Hiroshima City. What a special connection.
For as much as I like change, and I do like change, I'm just really glad that stuff like this stays around and stays the same for 1,200 years. I'm feeling better already. I think it might have been the sitting down after walking straight uphill for 2 hours thing, but there's definitely something really special about this place.
Oh, there's a deer. It might have been that same deer. Tastes like really special grilled water. Can water be grilled?
I'm just really happy that it was here.
Hi. Although we did reach the 1,000-year-old D, we didn't make it to the top of the mountain yet. We're not giving up. Almost to the top. There's the top. The D has brought us to the top. Islands. And the sun rays. Holy cow. Japan's so beautiful. This place is so incredible. 360 views of the islands around us, the blue water, the fog's rolling in, and the sun is like just shooting its rays through the clouds in a beautiful way. There's trees everywhere, and then of course deer. I think this is my favorite place in all of Japan so far. What do you think? Is it as good as you remember?
It's better. It's better. Weather's just perfect today. It's so warm.
So beautiful.
It's almost, yeah, it's perfect. I'm cutting off my head the whole time.
Perfect.
I wish we could stay longer, but it is, it's gonna be dark real soon. Definitely by the time we make it back down. There's a ropeway that you can take all the way up here and back down, like I mentioned before. Kind of wish we had bought some tickets for the way back down, but this will be fun. I definitely had wished that we had brought more snacks because we were just super hungry coming all the way up. But then I remember we brought some bread. Bread. This did bring us all the way through the whole Camino de Santiago. It was just a bunch of bread.
I love loop tracks. This one brought us to this beautiful park with all this beautiful foliage. Waterfalls. Look at this. I don't know how to do it justice. I can't do it justice. It's so incredibly... I think everyone got the message.
Everybody's out of here.
Okay, so it's like 5:30 p.m. I know it looks maybe 8 p.m., but everything's surprisingly closing up shop. I guess not so surprising because the last ferry out of here is around 7 p.m. Oh, it's low tide. People are walking out to the shrine right now.
This is just surreal. This is so cool. So cool. Oh, this is amazing.
We got to see the Torii gate in high tide when it was floating on crisp blue water, and now at low tide with the lights just all off. This is one of the one of the top 3 scenic views, best views in all of Japan. It's a thing. I learned about it. Nihon Sankei or Sankai. I hope I'm saying it right. But this was incredible. This was the best day ever.
Good night.